Thank you very much for this opportunity. Before I get into my comments, I want to introduce some of my family members. My wife Donna, daughter Lindsay, son Greg, son Jordan, and I also would like to introduce my running mate Craig Cleaner. Craig is not going to be here for the Lieutenant Governor debate because he will be in active duty. He's in the National Guard, so he'll be out of state for that. So I appreciate that, what you do for Alaska and for our country. But he won't. So when you don't see him here, he's off to a better calling necessarily than what we're doing here today. You know, those that actually I'm enjoying this forum. I thought we were going to have another forum, all of us together, and that's how I got convinced to ski in Arctic Man this year. And that there was going to be a forum up, and I got up to the top at 7,000 feet. I looked around, I didn't see any of my there was one candidate was there, but I tell you, if you haven't skied Arctic Man, don't. I'm telling you. People ask me if I've been nervous. I tell you what, 7,000 feet, 72 degree slope. I'm telling you what, that's nervous. So did it. Not going to do it again, I don't think. Don't say that, Donna. Maybe I won't. Those that don't know me, just briefly go through. 4 minutes is really short, and I probably used up a few seconds now. A little bit about who I am, my background. First of all, I'm a Christian. I'm a husband of 37 years. I'm a father of 4, and I'm a grandfather of 2. I was born in the territory of Alaska at Fairbanks. My father was in the Aleutian Scouts, Alaska Scouts in the Aleutian. My mother worked on the building at the Alcan Highway. You know, my parents fought for statehood, and I remember that fight. People in this room will remember that fight for statehood. I think we have another fight for statehood right now. I'm a survivor of the '64 earthquake in Valdez. My first business was when I was 12 years old. I actually had 3 businesses when I was 12. One of them was I got a contract with the federal government to be the janitor. I was awarded that contract for a year until they discovered I was 12. And they came in and said, "You're fired." And I said, "Wait, the bid document didn't say how old you were." And it did. And that was my first battle with the federal government. I lost the battle. I had some more. I come from a construction background. My dad had a construction company, and that consisted of my brother and myself. And we moved houses after the earthquake. We did all what you had to do. I was a carpenter, a laborer, and a teamster on the Trans-Alaska Oil Pipeline and the construction of that. I was mayor of Valdez shortly after the first barrel of oil came in. That was a very exciting time, about the time that I met Donna. And I began, at that time, fighting for bringing Alaska's gas to Tidewater. Then the fight was with President Carter about the line through Alaska, the All-Alaska Line versus one through Canada. We didn't win that battle, but the Alaskans came together in 1978. I have fought for the opening of ANWR. I've been to Washington, D.C. many times fighting for the opening of ANWR. That's wrong, our limitation on joining ANWR. I fought for the third oil company in Alaska. When BP was going to buy ARCO, I joined a group and went to Washington, D.C. and testified and begged they not allow that to happen. Because of that, we have ConocoPhillips here today, and I'm very proud of that work this group did to make sure we have a ConocoPhillips today. I fought against the proposed route of a gas line to Canada since 1978. I'm the owner of an oil and gas law firm. I'm a general counsel and project manager for the Alaska Gas Line Port Authority. And I've been a frequent presenter at the North American Gas Forum in Washington, D.C. I've been in the steering committee on that effort, talking about the Alaska LNG project. I put together a gas line forum involving lots of companies that want to do energy projects in Alaska. And I'm a member of the Alaska Anchorage Chamber of Commerce. You know, I'm running for governor because Governor Parnell's declaration in the State of the State saying we've never been stronger is absolutely not correct. I handed out for you this analysis. It shows that we will have a deficit spending for the next 10 years under any scenario. I don't know how many people in here have children or grandchildren. Maybe a show of hands, people have children and grandchildren, or plan to be here longer than 10 years. You want to look at this document because it shows we're in the red, and I hear some bells ringing in my head, but we're going to be in the red for the next 10 years.